Hello composition students, this is a quick video to show you again how to use the Compton Library database systems. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to www.compton.edu. This takes you to our main website. You'll have different options here in the top navigation bar, and the one that you're going to want to go to is Current Students. Under Current Students, go down to Library Student Success Center and click that one. On this page, on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll have another navigation bar. Go down through this navigation bar until you see Library Databases and click that link. Library Databases will bring up various databases for you to use. I only want you to choose from three. Academic Search Complete, also called EBSCO. Proquest Research Library, also just called Proquest. And you may also choose, if you like, to find additional information from SIRS Knowledge Base Portal, also called SIRS. Any of these three will be allowed for your upcoming essay. Go ahead and open one of them when you are prepared. I'm going to open up Proquest just to show you in this example. Proquest will bring up a search bar. You want to make sure that you are looking for full text, so I will click full text here. And something that is peer reviewed, so I'm going to click peer reviewed in the search as well. For this essay number 3, which is a cause and effect essay, the best way to go about searching for what you're going to need, which is going to be the causes and or the effects of poverty, I would start with a search such as causes and poverty. When you run that search, you're going to get various sources of information here. You will need to look through and find ones that you find interesting and relatable to the topic that you're writing on. If you choose one of these, for example, number 7, analyzing intrametropolitan poverty differentiation, you'll go ahead and click the link that leads to it. That link will often take you to an abstract. If you recall, an abstract is a summary of what information is in the reading, so it is usually best to start by reading the abstract. If you find that this source is a source that you wish to use for your essay, you're going to likely want to go to full text. Full text PDF is typically better because you can see the writing in its original form. Full text or full text PDF works. I prefer full text PDF because then you get the original paper and it has all of the information in a very simple format. Now, you would then, of course, need to read through this article. This particular article is 22 pages. Now, you may not want to read through all of that, and that's understandable. But generally speaking, when an article is peer reviewed, not always, but generally, it will be broken down into parts: an abstract, an introduction, methodology, research, and things of that nature. One good thing to do, of course, again, is to read the abstract first. And you can also simply skip down to towards the end of the journal, and you can see what their conclusions were. Okay. Now, I am not saying that you shouldn't read other parts, but typically you can find a lot of good information in these two parts. So keep that in mind whenever you are looking for sources. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that here at the top, and generally on each source, database source, you can download a copy of the PDF, which I would recommend. If you are going to use it, you should download it so that you have it, and you don't necessarily need to always return to Proquest. You would then have it on your computer. You may also want to email it to yourself, that is also possible. And additionally, there is this option to cite this article. If you click cite, it brings up a menu where you can choose different citation options. These are very useful for creating your works cited page, particularly in MLA or APA. For us, we are using MLA, so I'll go ahead and open this drop-down menu, and I'm going to look for our format, which is MLA 8th edition. Select it, and you see here that it will give you a properly formatted works cited entry. If you use this entry and then you format it correctly on your page, this will cover that information for the works cited page. You can copy it by clicking the copy button, right click and choose copy, or you can use Control C to copy on a Windows computer or Command C on an Apple computer. That is generally how the library databases work. It is the same for most of the library databases. Proquest and EBSCO are extremely similar. So this should be helpful in reminding you of how to use these databases.